Today we're going to go over some basic foot drills which I learnt from my grandmaster many years ago. Now these foot drills can help improve your cardio fitness level, and they'll also help improve your foot speed for when you're sparring and doing general kicking drills. So if you're ready, let's begin. With these drills, one of the most important aspects to it is to be bouncing on the balls of your feet all the time, and at the same time to be alert and ready when you're doing the drills, as this will help with your cardio and speed for those actual foot drills for later. Now with the foot drills, you have four main components, and that is the movement of the actual feet themselves. Number one is where you're going forwards. Number two is when you're coming backwards. Number three is when we're switching. And then number four is when we've got the angled movement as well. And then from all these actual movements comes multiple combinations with it. Let's go over the actual basic foot movements first. The first foot drill is the actual forward movement. So to start with, you want to get into your ready stance, right foot back. And then as I said, we're going to be bouncing on the balls of our actual feet itself. And the other important thing at this point in time as well is to have your hands up. So you're getting yourself into a habit of how it would be if, unfortunately, if you were sparring. What you're not going to be doing is, when you're sparring, you're not going to have your hands down here. So you don't want to do the drill and get into a habit of your hands down here. You want to get into the habit of having your hands up in a relaxed position, ready to do whatever you need be, if you needs to be blocked or retaliate with a punch or a strike. So you always have your hands up. So as I said, we're on the balls of our feet and we're bouncing and hands up. And all we're going to be doing is you're just going to be moving forward like so and bouncing constantly all the time. Now, when you're moving forward, you're pushing off from the actual back leg itself. You're pushing from the back when you're going forward. So we're bouncing and forward, bouncing, forward, bouncing, forward. And as I said, you're actually pushing from the back leg. That's where the power comes from. You're pushing off from the back to start with. Change and do the other side. So left leg back, bouncing, remember, hands up, and we're pushing forwards, pushing forwards, pushing forwards. And what you want to do, you want to constantly keep practicing that until you're comfortable with it. Just going up the room, you get to the end, then walk back again. Do it again. Go up to the end of the room and walk back again. Same again, making sure you change and do it on the opposite side as well. You go up to the end of the room and then walk back again. And you want to do this as many times as is comfortable for yourself until you get, as I said, used to the bouncing, used to the movement, and making sure your hands are up. Now, the second one is when we're doing it coming backwards. So it's just basically the opposite. So all we're going to be doing, we're bouncing, hands up, right leg back, but this time all I'm going to be doing, I'm pushing off from the front leg. I'm pushing from the front leg, coming backwards. So let's try that. Bouncing, push. We're bouncing, push. Bouncing, push. And we change legs. Now the other thing to remember is, at the same time you're doing this, we're trying to keep ourselves in a linear line. So when I'm bouncing, what I'm not doing, I'm not going up. I'm not jumping up. I'm not jumping up. What I'm doing, I'm jumping and push. I'm not jumping, sorry. I'm pushing myself forward. Push. So you see, I'm not going up, I'm just going forward. I'm keeping my knees bent and I'm pushing off from them. So I'm not jumping up, I'm pushing forward, My knees are bent all the time and I'm pushing, so I'm just sliding across the actual floor itself. So, as we said, this time we're doing the left leg. We're bouncing and we're pushing off from the front leg, pushing backwards. As you see, we're bouncing and I'm pushing from the front leg, the right leg here. Push. Push. And as you see, I'm not going up and down. I'm going in a linear line straight all the time. So the next part is part 3, is when we do the actual switching of the move. Now, with the switching of the move, it's very important to remember that all we're going to be doing is literally swapping our feet over. So where my front foot is, I'm going to swap it to where my back foot is, and where my back foot is, I'm swapping it to where my front foot is. Like so, you see? So I literally do a very slight hop. But at the same time, I'm not jumping up and down. I'm trying to keep my head flat and linear, just in one flat movement here. And I'm switching. At the same time when I'm switching on the balls of my feet. But as well, I'm always keeping my feet at the angles as well. So my front foot is not pointing forwards. It's just at a slight angle, ready to move if I need be, if I was going to be kicking. So I'm just bouncing on my feet and switching. At the same time, I'm making sure I'm on the same spot all the time. So I'm not going forwards, I'm not going backwards or side to side. I'm keeping on the same spot. So here I'm switching on the same spot. So that's the feet. Now with the hands, as I said, the hands are up and my chest is facing out. And all I'm doing with the top part of my body, as I said, is switching it. Exactly the same. So my hands literally swap places. My back hand comes to the front, my front hand goes to the back. My chest turns and faces the other side at the same angle. Like so. As you see, I'm just swapping them over. And the other part is I'm constantly always looking forward. So I'm not looking to the side, I'm not looking to the back. If my opponent is at the front, he would be at the front. So I'm looking at the front, my head is facing forward, and it's not jumping up and down, not going up and down. I'm keeping it, if I'm moving, I'm keeping it in a linear motion. So all we're doing, we're bouncing and then swapping at the same time. Like so. So let's put all that into motion. We're bouncing and then we just switch. 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 And that is the third part of it, the switching of the actual feet itself. Now, the next part is where we've got then the angled movement. And with the angled movement, we're going off at a 45-degree angle. So this is our 90-degree angle, and I'm literally going 45-degree angle now. With the angles, you can go forwards, you can go backwards. You also then have the other angle as well. You've got the angle 45-degree off to the right-hand side, and same again, coming back at the same time. So with angled movements, you've got 4 areas where you can go to. So let's just bounce on our feet, and this time we're going off to a 45-degree angle off to our left-hand side. So we're bouncing, and then we're sliding off at a slight angle to 45 degrees off to the side. Now, from here then, we can go backwards. Now we're back to the beginning. Now, what we want to do, if we want to then go to the opposite side, to the right-hand side, we need to switch our legs. So we've switched. This time, we're going to be going off to a 45-degree angle off to our right. Now, and this time we're going to go backwards. And back to the beginning again. So as you see, with the actual angled positions, you can go, when you're going off to a 45-degree angle to the left-hand side, and same again, you can come back to the back of it, 45-degree angle backwards to the back right hand side. You're switching legs, left leg back, then you're able to go off to a 45-degree angle off to the right, or you can come back down to the back on the left hand side. So we've just learned that we've got 4 basic movements. We've got the forward movement, we've got the backward movements, we've got the switching on the spot, and then we've also got then the angled 45-degree movement forwards and then backwards. So that's just some very basic, simple footwork, the forward, the backward, the switching, the angled, for you to then take and come up with your own combinations to then keep practicing and keep improving. Now, below, somewhere in the description in the bottom left or somewhere in the top corner, is the next video on combination foot drills. So you can go and learn and practice them for yourself. Go check them out. And as always, until the next time, Gam Sa Hae Ni.